Hello, welcome back to Half-Life 2 with community commentary mod. That's Half-Life update. That's what it is. Half-Life 2 update. Yes. So quickly to set the scene, we're about to have a boss gauntlet combat, and I'm about to make it harder for myself by distracting myself with trying to tell you all about how I bought my mouse and talked with customer support about it. So let's go. Oh, and also we're probably gonna stumble across some commentary notes, which will slow us down as well. So here we go. The mouse. Some time ago, a few months ago now, I bought myself a new mouse, a gaming mouse, and I use the term new loosely because it's not that it's new, it's that it's new for me. It is used, it is second-hand, of course, because that's cheaper. Oh hey, I hit him right away. Almost. Oh hey, I hit him again. That's going very well. And now I need ammo. Yeah, there it is. One ammo. Where is it? Is this the one I was hitting? Not shitting. Might not be. Which means that I wasted my opportunity, but anyway. The mouse. So the mouse I bought is Logitech G502, as I remember correctly. Is it a 520 or 502? But whichever it is, it was pretty cool. I liked the option of having the roller have no steps. That's pretty cool. And I liked how it had additional buttons. More buttons than just, you know, left, right, middle under the scroll wheel. And maybe, which one would that be? And forward and backwards. It also has two additional buttons right next to the left mouse button, which I think is placed pretty neatly. That's a nice solution. That's a nice option. No, don't pick the gravity gun. I need the missile launcher for deleting the big bugs. The flying bugs. It's bug combat essentially. We've got these guys. What are they? Oh, there it is. There's the one that I was hitting. The one that smokes. Oh shit! Don't get hit by an explosive barrel. That would be bad. Right. Shit. That's not the one. That's not the one. Fuck. They're very well concentrated on that one missile, and I can't. It turns out that it does actually. They're cooperating. They do try to cover each other's asses, which is bad for me, but it's fine. There's no longer anyone to cooperate with them because I killed one. Because I'm good at this game. That's why I'm almost dead. I'm very good at this game. Yeah. Other thing, back to the mouse, right? So it's of course second-hand because that's cheaper and shit. It's in pretty good condition, but first off, I expected that maybe it's not gonna be coming. It's not gonna include the original box, but I did expect it to come with weights, because by default, or new out of the box, it comes with a set of weights, so you can customize the weight and have it be as heavy and as resistant to your movement as you wanted. But that didn't really come with the set. But technically it's not a big deal, because if you really want to, you can just pour sand in it, or put in some nuts in it, as in with nuts and bolts, not like peanuts or anything. Yeah. So that wasn't a big deal, but the auction didn't specify that it doesn't have that, so I felt cheated and let them know to go fuck themselves. Yeah. So that's the disappointment. And also, you know, a minor issue is if you set it for stepless wheel, what it does is, for some reason, I think it's lopsided. I think because since it was used, it turns out that the wheel was abused and now it's a little bit offset. So if you set it well enough, if you make it, if you position it in a certain way, the wheel will just have its center of weight, of mass, cause it to turn on its own, whether it's gonna be backwards or forwards, but it's not too big of a deal. I'm not really using the step-less option that often, so screw that. It's good enough, I guess. But like I said, it has those 2 additional buttons, and I wanted those 2 additional buttons, and I was expecting them to be how should I call it, detected by default, like the forwards and backwards, because, you know, I don't know when did they make it so that it works the way you want it, but what happened was you know, mice used to work a certain way. At the very beginning, aside from the fact that they weren't optical they were without lasers and had massive ball and 2 rollers detecting the spin and, you know, translating that to position on screen, the cursor position on the screen. Yeah, also the boss battle went pretty well, so yeah, thanks for cheering me on. Please go away, I need to go through. There we go. Yeah, there we go, little bug. Go before I kill you. There we go. There we go. Herding worms. They're not worms. They're arthropods. Arthropods, yeah. Meaning they have feet. Anyway. Hold on. There's a light glare here. Nova Prospect. Remember that from the very first episode? Or maybe second then? From the beginning of the playthrough, where we were almost going to Nova Prospect, and everyone was very keen. Well, Barney was very concerned that we would have gotten to Nova Prospect, and then Alex, in some previous episodes, said that Eli has been taken to Nova Prospect, and that's worse than death, or at least prison. It's a horrible place one way or the other. So here we are anyway. Yes, so what's up with the mouse? There were no optical sensors, and there were no... Oh, where's the crank for this one? Oh, there it is. There wasn't even a scroll wheel on the first mice. But I remember mice that had 3 buttons. The middle mouse button, but no scroll wheel, and also they had an additional button marked as ×2 in case you know, double clicking yourself like this is too much effort and you need a designated button for that. It's like turbo, but only going 2 times, and you can't really make it go that way for any other function of the mouse. Not like you really need double click for right mouse button, but anyway. So yeah, it has backwards, forwards, it has up and down. Also the scroll wheel allows you to tilt it for left and right, which is cool, and which I did expect to work right out of the box, because, well, I'm again skipping steps, but let's listen to the commentary notes, so maybe it'll give me time to collect my thoughts again.
Gordon's journey along the coast was originally to conclude at a large Combine-built industrial factory called the Air Exchange. However, as development progressed, other environments seemed to create more interesting gameplay, and it was then replaced with Nova Prospect. Instead of the Air Exchange's industrial setting, Nova Prospect was a former prison where the Combine now treats humans like machine parts. Similar to how City 17 was designed, a standard human-built prison was first created, and the Combine tech was then imposed upon it. This map design process simulates a history of change and adaptation of the Nova Prospect environment, creating a believable final product. Photoshop was used extensively by the development team. They would use the image editing tool to layer in concept art of Combine technology over in-game screenshots, allowing them to try out different concepts without having to create and texture models and render them in-game.
Yeah, who would have thought a simple image manipulation would have helped you in any way? Yeah, so mice didn't have the scroll wheel, but they did have additional buttons, and then for some reason, somehow, from somewhere, mice with the forwards and backwards button came to be, where you could, you know, press these 2 buttons and manipulate navigation in your browser, internet, and shit like that. That's pretty cool. That's 2 additional buttons that work out of the box, which I like. You don't need to program any sort of macro and worry if the games would detect it. So that's detectable. That's 2 additional buttons on your mouse that you've got access to with another hand. So yes, so this one, like I said, has 2 extra buttons and also tilting for the scroll wheel. So I expected these options, these functions, left and right on the shit. Often forget. Well, I usually actually don't forget about this fucking head crab, but distracting yourself with a lot of talking and thinking does it to you, that you forget. Yeah. So forwards and backwards work out of the box. So I was expecting that, well, in Windows, left and right tilt for the scroll wheel does work, but it doesn't work in games often. It often doesn't work in games. And similarly, the extra 2 buttons right next to the left mouse button, they don't work out of the box right away. Especially in games, and definitely not in Windows. And I expected them to work, but they don't. So I was upset. And with that obsession came, you know, the software for the mouse. It's not like you shouldn't be using it. It's not like I was expecting it to work without it, but I expected more things to work without it. Maybe that's something I should say. So I could program things, you know, rebind keys and shit, but I was really interested in having these 2 additional buttons not seen on any other mouse work independently, be extra buttons instead of some buttons of some keys off the keyboard. And there it is, G man, the J dude. Again, somewhere out of nowhere. It's essentially like wrestling, RKO out of nowhere, J dude out of nowhere. Should be a wrestling move. Someone should maybe move it to the amateur league, because, you know, professionals have their rosters and move lists already solidified, so no one wants to see changes in their favorite fighting game. Yeah, so the buttons don't work out of the box by default in Windows, and that's where the software comes in, but it's fine. And I wanted them to be additional buttons instead of some buttons remapped to the mouse. Fortunately, the G Hub, I think it is, offers you an option to map keys like F13 to 24 on your mouse. Weird, right? Have you ever thought that there are keys like that? F13, 14, all the way up to 24 and including 24? Yeah, I didn't. I was very shocked. Well, I was just a little bit surprised, really. But I like that. And those are additional buttons that are not on the keyboard that I wouldn't worry, or like had it unfortunately reassigned from keyboard to mouse, where I would then have it always in my mind that should I be using half of my keyboard just with the other hand on my mouse instead of having left and right click? Should I assign it to maybe J and K, and instead of typing with both hands on the keyboard, having one hand on the mouse and typing like that, because there is this option available to me now. Since I rebound these keys, might as well use them in some other situation than just some game. But no, unfortunately, well, I didn't do that. I didn't reassign. I tried to not reassign keys from keyboard to mouse. So I did assign F13 and 14 to the additional mouse buttons. And unfortunately, they were not recognized by games. By a lot of games, they are not recognized. I tried them in Jedi Outcast. I tried them in Jedi Academy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I thought the water is electrified, so I was trying to find a way up and around, but looks like it wasn't necessary. So that's nice. Did I already kill it? No, now it's dead. Good. I wouldn't want to get caught. Right, so it wasn't recognized in Jedi Outcast. it was not recognized in Apex Legends, which I was hoping for, because there is quite a bit of buttons there, and I would like to finally have my gaming buttons used, which is additionally, like I said, a tilting of the mouse left and right, scroll wheel left and right is not recognized, and it's fast head crabs, which is bad because they're annoying. Also, there's something behind me. Being chomped on and missing every shot. It's as if it's Apex Legends all over again. Maybe I need fully automatic weapon, or maybe just a revolver, the most powerful handgun in the outskirts, reach. What's the frontier? That's the word. The most powerful handgun in the frontier, a revolver, of course. Low capacity, high potential. Damage. Yeah, because balance, right? How's a revolver better than a pistol? Like a fully automatic? Well, fully automatic, autoloader. That's the term. How is it better than the autoloader? Bigger cartridges, of course. That's the only solution for everything. Just give it a bigger cartridge. Yes. So the mouse tilting didn't work. The additional buttons didn't work right out of the box. They didn't work as F13 and 14 either. So again, having a game... So I hope that I could just use all the mouse functions as is, but it turns out you can create profiles for games. And it's not a solution, not a big solution, because you either create a general profile for every game and pretty much set it so that, well... it works in every game and not specific. Well, it's hard to explain. So you can set it automatically detects a game you play and creates a profile for that game. I don't think you can create a general profile for every game for just the games as opposed to the windows, where you could have additional special set of bindings for games to. Where do I go now? Oh, through here, right. Special set of bindings and things and like sensitivity for the mouse, just so you can do that. Ah shit, no. How do I dispose of these? Do I run fast? Do I try to throw something at them? I'll try throwing something at them again. Shit, oh, that's a bad angle. Gonna keep bouncing off the ceiling and not tipping the goddamn fucking shit. Can use an item as a shield. Best defense is a good offense. That's what I'm always saying. That's why I'm often damage dealers and not tanks. Shit, don't shoot me. There's still columns here, they're good. There we go, perfect. Exactly as intended. Right, so it's either a general games profile and as opposed to Windows profile, which I don't think is possible to make, or just make it so you never switch it, or you switch it manually. You can create another just game profile where you switch manually to it and then play the game. But that's a hassle, right? If it offers automation, it might as well offer automation in that range, variety. In that, in that range, let's say. So it's not there, unfortunately. So I wanted a better solution. I wanted a general profile like for the Windows, where fuck off. There we go. This time I think it just got stuck on the door frame, and that's why I didn't get hurt. And I think there's one more here somewhere, possibly. Yeah, so it's either general profile or no profile, which is the Windows profile where tilting the mouse scroll wheel. If I rebound it to keys from keyboard, it wouldn't scroll side by side, side to side in Windows. So that's bad as well. So I did essentially assign F13 and 14, which do nothing pretty much, to my mouse. It gives you options to assign program functions to it, but or combinations, or macros essentially. You can assign a cut, copy there, simple things like that, which would have a use in shit. We're having another boss fight, and I think that will be the end for today. Just blasted with shotgun to the face. Shit. There we go, fuck off. Should I be having it try to punch through this wall? Yeah, maybe. Well, not necessarily. It doesn't really help me with anything. Yeah, you can see you can see the like an area on the wall, where you could tell it would be acted against, like in cartoons, where you could totally shit. At least it didn't blow up in my face. No. There we go. Damn it. Didn't manage to grab that explosive barrel before it exploded. And throw it into its face. Oh, it's dead already? Finally. Good. Good. No Myrmidon Theropods this time. No Vortigaunt to interact with him this time. Not here. Yeah. You could see it drawn differently and shaded differently, so you know that it would be interacting with the characters that are actively animated instead of being just background. So yeah, there's that. Where are we going? Forwards, I guess. But yeah, first of all, of course, supplies. Fortunately, there are some here. And just so happens for a shotgun as well, which I was using. It's as if I remembered... Ah, shit, I wasted a shot. It's as if I remembered that, and I would have a replenishment, so I decided not to waste ammo. I never waste ammo. Sometimes it's annoying, but sometimes it isn't. Maybe don't try to throw more garbage at the door when you're supposed to clear it for you to pass. I was kind of hoping to destroy the door instead of needing to work on it, but fuck, didn't work. Yeah, and they're also burrowing because we disabled the thumpers. Burrowing into the Nova Prospect. Also, talking about Nova Prospect, it's Nova Prospect, and it's either sounds like a new prospect or Nova, like a blast, like a shine, like a spreading of something in a Nova pattern, like in Frost Nova in World of Warcraft, or Fire Nova as well. So there is that association, and I'm not sure what's the meaning behind the name either. Well, anyway, so. Okay, this node.
Different players reacted in different ways once they were given control over the antlions. Some would treat them as pets, happily guiding them through Nova Prospect. Others enjoyed shoving them into combat and watching them get wasted by the Combine. The fact that some players made a connection with their antlions, despite the antlions' lack of a true face or dialogue, is quite remarkable, and can likely be credited to their animation and the gentle cooing sounds they make.
I know people have ant farms. Would you like to have antlion farm? The alien antlion farm? How massive would that have to be? It would have to be pretty fucking massive. It would be like a pet, an ant colony pet for the rich, because the only people that would be able to afford a massive fucking colony like that would be rich people. So go, my pets, go and die horribly in gunfire. Yes. Yeah, so the profiles, right? It's either the profiles or nothing. This one, I'm gonna want this one for later. No, that's gonna be, yeah, later. So I had this dilemma whether I'm rebinding keys to the general profile, creating profile for every game, or figure out some general profile for games. And after all this, I think that was the time where I decided to just fuck it and not look for solutions on forums and Reddits. I just wrote directly to the fucking customer support for the item. And so I did, and I think I'll tell you all about that experience in next episode, cause this one is coming to an end. That will be a good time to stop. I hope you enjoyed another Half-Life, which took a while to make, cause you know, not only ranked season that I'm fucking trying to grind out and finally get the league rank that I really want, or at least I'm good enough to prove myself that I'm good enough for. Or shit, fuck, damn it, no, I'm being shot from so many different sides, and I'm getting myself into more problem. No. problems. Shit. Problem, man. Ah, shit. No, there's more of them. I should have stopped when it was prudent. Now I'm fucking fucked. Okay, fuck it. Save now. Goodbye later. Yes, we're gonna talk more about my mouse. And yes, it took very long time to make this episode because Apex Legends ranked series that I'm still not being. I was fucked out of my fucking rank 2, if not 3 times now already. Fucking, and I could have been done with it 2 months ago, but no. And also I'm trying to put out Knights of the Old Republic more often than this, or generally often. So took a while, but thanks for staying. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you around next time where we again play some games for free for you.